The song has beautiful soundscapes and just basically the textures. Welcome back. My name is Sean Walrus and I'm a bass coach, and this is my first time reaction to Spiritbox, a song called Circle With Me. I've never heard this in my life. Gonna try and analyze it as well, listening out for the bass lines, the arrangements, dynamics. If the song allows, perhaps some bass variations. We'll try and figure out how they've composed it, what are the things they've used, and what kind of effects those had on the listener. So without further ado, let us circle together. Nice. So groovy. Very nice intro riff. Okay, let's pause it right there. I love the syncopation. So it doesn't fall on like the downbeat, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It doesn't just fall on those notes. Well, I mean some of the accents and some of the accented notes fall on the offbeats or the upbeats. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, you know, the 1 E and a 2 E and a, so it falls on the E, which is really cool. Syncopation always gets me because it's surprising, right? Syncopation is wonderful. I love it. Let's try and figure out what key they're in, if we can figure out a key. Well, I don't know if this is the key that they're in, or maybe sometimes in metal we don't even want to, discuss keys because oftentimes they probably do not stick to specific modes or specific scales. Sometimes they do. I mean, the last time where I did a Gojira reaction, so the starting they were on like a minor key, and they stayed in a minor key for most of the rest of the song. And I'm not sure if that's the case here, but let's listen on. In fact, I want to hear that start again because at the beginning it was this beautiful, like, ethereal electronic sounds. It just sounded like it was on like a walkie-talkie kind of effect, like a staticky telephone sound kind of effect. So let me hear that again. It's back from the start. Let's try and figure out that chord progression. It sounds chordal, so that's pretty good. If I'm not wrong, that's what I heard. Okay, cool. It sounds like they are in a E major key. They went on what sounded like the 3 minor. And when they went to the 5th, so the 3 minor of the E is actually a G sharp minor, and then they went to this B dominant, and then on the 1 down to the 6 minor, which is the C sharp minor. So okay, and then they started to go on a different progression there, and I just love that she came in with those vocals like, and then just beautiful sweet singing in in the verses, like at least in this verse. So love that transition. I want to hear that transition into this next part, which I think sounded like they were gonna go on in another progression. Let's hear that. Oh, from the heavy part. I think they were in the E major keys since the start.
Could all be yours.
I feel a little bit like I'm in a worship service in church. What do they play this stuff like this in church? Alright, oh my gosh, so good, so good. Okay, so I think what they were doing in the second, well, I would call it the pre-chorus, I guess. So after the, you know, that whole section, it sounded like they went on the 6 minor, on the 4, and then back to the 1, and then the 5. Let's hear if that's right. If so, then yeah, they're basically sticking to the E major key, and it sounds cool because it's in a major scale, which is, I mean, normally when you think metal, you would think dark and heavy, and it is heavy, but it's not actually that dark, right? They've managed to straddle the tension between being really heavy, you know, sonically with the distortions and the reverberant drums and everything, while sounding, in a sense, bright mood-wise. Like, it's not incredibly like a sad mood like you would if it was an E minor, for example, you know. So I just want to hear that second progression again. I don't know if this is where it was, but let's go somewhere in the verse. Oh, okay, they went on 3 minor, not the 4.
This could all be yours.
I want to figure out that. Still in the E major, which is great. I love it. They just use 3 different chord progressions, and that's beautiful because, especially often in pop songs, you might have one chord progression throughout the entire song, and then, you know, they just change up the melody lines and, you know, the sonic elements to bring up that dynamic change. But here, the chorus had its own 4 chord progression. The pre-chorus had a 4 chord progression. The chorus has its own 4 chord progression, and it's all really tasteful. Like, even the melody lines above the progressions, they are accessible enough to be, for someone who may not be into metal, to really appreciate it, yet heavy enough. And, you know, they had this real open, like, you know, I said I felt like I was in worship service. Like, that's kind of like, that's how I feel like I can, you know, get in touch with the divine when the music is like really heavy and open, and emotive. So yeah, I mean, music is a powerful tool that changes the atmosphere, and it can potentially change the posture of your heart as well. So during the chorus, you know, when she came in, it was just powerful. It's epic. I don't know if it's going to get more epic than that, but yeah, what was that progression in the chorus? 3 minor, a 2 minor, and then a 6 minor, and then back to the 1. So what's really interesting is that in the major scale, there are 3 minor chords in there. So there's a total of 7 degrees, right? So 1 to 7. And the second, the third degree, as well as the 6th degree, these are all the minor chords. And this chorus basically used all of them. It went 2 minor, 3 minor, 6 minor, and then back to the 1 to bring that resolution at the end. The minor chords just brought a tension, where at the end it then just released with a resolve of the E. And then back to the tension. You know? So I thought that was really cool writing. You don't always get all minor chords in the same progression very often. Let's go back a little bit. And this halftime thing. Oh, those drums. Drums are tasty, huh? I just love how the drums are mixed. Reverberant, full of body, but also defined.
This could all be yours.
Do a chorus again? No, just cutting. Nice. Those synth soundscapes. The song has beautiful soundscapes. And just basically the textures. I just want to enjoy this. Whoa. Woo. So good. I really want to pause it, but I'm just gonna finish this chorus and then we'll talk about that bridge. Alright. Before we get... After this, I'll just listen from the bridge all the way to the end. I promise, okay? But I just want to figure out what they're doing in that bridge. I'm breaking my promise. I'm going to stop again after this. Because I just want to figure out that or something like that. Cool. They are still 4, 3 minor, 2 minor, 3 minor. Is that what they played? They stayed in E minor, they stayed in E major. All the way, E major all the way. Love it. Wow. Okay, so I can see why. Well, I don't know if this is one of their most popular songs. I think it is. Um, and if it is, I can see why. Because they straddle accessibility with extremeness so well. Why is it accessible? A very simple reason is that they stayed in E major all the way. Wow, what a ride, what a ride. I love that. Let's do more Spirit Box. Can you guys just give me more songs to react to and analyze? I'm not sure if all their songs, stay in the same key throughout the song. Is that a thing of theirs? Maybe you guys can let me know, or maybe through the reactions and analysis, we can find out together. But that was a huge factor that contributed to this song being so accessible and so likable, easily likable by people who may not necessarily indulge in extreme music on the everyday. The melodies were beautiful. Again, sticking with the notes within the E major scale, the melodies, the lines. They changed up the chorus chords from the previous choruses. I only just noticed this. Lovely. And isn't this awesome? Because it sounded seamless. Not that it sounded the same. I knew emotionally there was a lift somewhere, but I didn't know what it was or where the source was. And now we know. They actually changed up the chords of the chorus from the previous times, just to give it that extra oomph for that, that final sprint. I want to hear that again. I think it's awesome because what they did at the start, the choruses at the beginning was 2 minor, 3 minor, 6 minor, and then back to the 1. And it just repeated those 4 chords for the choruses prior to the bridge, that breakdown. But when it came to this one, I think there were at least 2 variations of this progression, revolving around similar chords, but definitely still around the E major scale. So I want to figure out what these new progressions are. We're on 5. Alright, let's hear that again. Back to 1, 6, 3 minor, 5. So they're doing a 1, 6, 3 minor, down to the 2 minor. They changed it again. 3 minor, 2 minor, 1, 6 minor. Alright. So, at the beginning, in the earlier choruses, they had gone on the 2 minor, something like that. And then now, after the bridge, or after that breakdown, the choruses became so really, like, it felt like there was a lift, right, with the fifth coming in, which is the B major, instead of having 3 minor chords and then the 1 chord. It started off with the 1 chord, it went to the 6 minor, then went to the 3 minor, and then the 5th to bring that major lift, And then after that, they changed it again. I think they went to the 3 minor, and they descended from the 3 minor to the 2 minor to the 1, and descend further to the 6 minor. Then they did two other progressions after that. Same. Bum, bum. Almost like there was a bend, like, or like for that last note. Super cool. So basically, there are 4 different chord progressions in the last couple of choruses before the end. Amazing. Let's listen to this to the end and call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. That was amazing. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did trying to figure out all those chord progressions. It was interesting, and it's not easy actually. It's not as easy hearing the chord progressions when everything's distorted as it is, say, with a clean song. You know, a song that's sonically more clean. For me at least. So that took a while. That took a little longer than I expected. But we now have all the chord progressions that they did, and I love that they stuck it to the E major. And if you have any other Spiritbox songs that you want me to react to or analyze, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.